you can analyze and change the color more accurately in the process. And now you can decide if it should be warmer or cooler. Here it is gray with a warm undertone. You should spread the clouds on the surface of the sheet. Watch your composition, of course. There should be some kind of rhythm in the clouds. They might go diagonally. If you're doing a plein air painting, you should capture the character of clouds right away. And you paint this chunk the first, because things change very quickly. Notice how I paint distant clouds in a cooler tone. You should try to convey their volume. Now I want to dry out the light part of the clouds. This way, when I paint the blue sky, the top outline will be a little clearer. The edge will be sharper. And if you dry one edge, the paint will not spread in this place. In this course, I will show you how I paint with watercolors and show how the images appear on my paper. And your touch will be sharper here. Now I will mix the color of the sky. The sky will be darker in the upper part. Let me try. And the color should be more saturated and cool. And towards the skyline, the color changes to more green. Now we can make the shape of each cloud with a brush. The sky is dark in the upper part, and this will make the clouds look lighter. Now I will change the color slightly. I'm making it more green. And I will use this color on the part of the sky that is closer to the skyline. Most of the time I paint the sky in one take and don't get back to it. This is because we need to paper to remain wet, and this way it is the easiest to capture the character of the clouds, especially if you're not painting at home. If you are at plein air, you must do this first in order to have time to paint the clouds as they are. It gets even lighter, coming closer to the skyline, and also a bit greener. Now I will make the lower part of the clouds that are near the skyline cooler. You can notice this if you are doing a plein air. If you look carefully, you will notice how the colors change above your head by the skyline. I would add a little bit of contrast to the closer clouds, and also I would make them a bit darker. Now your touch should be softer. This will let you create softer gradients. You could do this with a tissue or a brush. This time I'm using a tissue. After I finish the sky this time, I won't get back to it. So you should try painting it in one take. And I add some minor color nuances. And this will be the silhouette of the farthest shore, just as we see it. You need to make sure that the farthest shore tone is darker than the foreground. But at the same time, we can see green trees far over there. They look very soft and they're not so sharp. And the color blends with gray. So these trees won't be too noticeable. Let me paint the bottom line of the shore. And I'll also paint some small details. We can see a few trees that are higher than the others. Now I believe we can get to the paint, the midground. It should always be darker and warmer than the rest of the painting. And we will mix the color of the closer shore, keeping the color of the farthest one in mind. And this is the color of the midground shore that I'm mixing. I'm using the darkest and the most saturated paints. And now I want to paint the reflection of the further shore. Because now it looks too bright compared to the water. So now, at first I would make a stroke with just water. And then I will apply paint that will mix with this water softly. Now this brightness is reducing, and this way we can see that a few trees are now reflected in water. Also, I'm adding some more details. And now I think I would add just a few more little branches here into the bushes. And this way they will look a bit brighter. I think this will be the last details that I will add to the painting. And I think now the painting is finished. Thank you.